Hi, my name is Robin Rutherford, and I'm doing my first speech today, and I'm doing it in front of my family. I have my mom, my brother, my stepdad, daughter, and Michael. Alright, so now we've met the family, let's go ahead and get started. I'm pretty sure that everybody in the room either knows somebody or has a family member or a friend's child that's between the ages of 10 and 17. Imagine that child is a very outgoing child, a child that has lots of friends in school, has lots of friends out of school, they're always playing in the neighborhood. And then imagine that, just think about what would you do if this child slowly started becoming distant. They didn't play with their friends as much. They didn't talk to the people at school anymore. You might want to start asking questions. According to a story that was done by News 25 in Evansville, Indiana, 1 in 7 children between the ages of 12 and 17 are being sexually solicited online every day. Predators have changed over the years. They're no longer those people that you think of that are watching your kids at the zoos or at the park or at the playgrounds. They're now hiding and they're stalking our kids online. They are actually watching what our kids are posting on the blogs, what they're writing in the chat rooms, what they're doing on the social media sites. So it's very scary to know that they're there and you can't see them. Before, you could see them, you've seen the strange car driving by, or you've seen the strange person hiding behind the bushes or just watching the kids play on the playground. And it's not like that anymore. And today I'm talking about online predators. And though predators are not something new, the way that they're attacking and going after our children are new. An online predator is anyone, usually an adult, in which goes online and looks for vulnerable children, maybe someone that's being bullied at school or someone that may be emotionally detached from their family. They're just depressed and they're trying to get close to them, whether it's physically or emotionally. And these online predators, they can stalk our children, again, without them even knowing it. So they may not know. They're posting everything they're doing on their blogs, what they did last night, what they're going to do today, what they're doing next week, on their blogs, on their social media sites, and the chat rooms. They're just pretty much telling the whole world, and even though things are private, they're not. These people, just like our kids, they're getting sneaker and sneaker, and technology is advancing so much that it's real easy for them to have access to this information. There's actually 2 types of predators. The first group is the ones that search online, and they're attempting to find the young and vulnerable children again, but they want to meet these ones face to face, usually for, again, sexually explicit reasons. And then the second group is more of an anonymous group. They don't want to put themselves out there. They have no want to meet these children. They're just looking for the vulnerable children to satisfy their emotional needs and their physical needs. And instead of their physical needs being met in person, they want them to be met by means of sexually explicit photos. So again, it's something real dangerous. Even though it seems as if online child predators are lurking around every online corner that our children hang out on, there's ways and there's warning signs that us as parents and adults can look for. A few ways to keep our children safe and to make sure that they haven't been approached by one of these predators is to see if your child's spending an enormously more amount of time online, whether they're if they're in these websites and instant messaging more. If they're spending more time talking to their online friends and not as much time hanging out with their friends, hanging out after school and after school activities, or going and playing out in the neighborhood, and they're just on their computer all the time. Those are some. The number one warning sign is if a child is extremely secretive about what they're doing online. If you come into a room and the first thing they do is slam down their laptops or they turn their computer monitors off real fast, chances are they've already been approached and you might want to immediately intervene and see what's going on. I could go on forever on the subject. I mean, it's a huge subject. It's something new. I am still young, but there's so much that, I have a 17-year-old brother and he knows more about the computers than I do. So they're out there and they're dangerous. And again, I could, go on forever, but it just simply takes so long. So I'm gonna wrap things up. Online predators, again, they're much different than what we're used to. They're not at the parks, they're not at the zoos, they're not at the playgrounds. They're where our kids are every day now. They're online, they're in, again, the chat rooms, the social media sites, and the blogs. So unfortunately, we can't hold our children's hands forever. We've got to trust our kids. And we've got to let them free and show them that we trust them in their decisions in everyday life. So, but we can't be with them every waking moment. We just have to watch their behaviors and make sure they stay safe. That's it. Thank you, everybody.